parties who are registered. I believe that we've actually got 3 parties for correct. And also, from what I understand, we have either 4 or 5. We've actually got a 6th person sitting on the fence a little bit.
Fix this, sorry. I should just put this on your pocket if that's okay.
That's right.
So sorry, just down here.
And yeah, just got a mic. So folks, we've got the parties that are registered here. We are here to be able to deal with you people, and thank you so much. I do believe we've got one party from Brisbane, another party that is being bidded on behalf of. So in other words, someone in the audience has got the authorities. Car, please, folks. Car. As we come through. Thank you. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, first time offered in about 70 odd years, and just a little bit of, I guess, lightness. We've got the great-great-grandson, I believe, of the original grandfather that built the top story here. Absolutely fantastic to see. Connell, you always get some good properties, there's no doubt about that. A couple of weeks ago I sold one over in Diane Avenue that was backed onto the Burleigh Primary School, and that particular property was sold under the hammer for $1.8 million, and that was on about 500 square metres to be knocked down. I assume most people are looking at this for the same reason, to be able to build on. And of course what you've got here is an absolute incredible aspect. Folks, first up I'll quickly go through terms and conditions of sale. Those terms and conditions of sale are, of course, no cooling off period, no pest and building, no finance clause, under auction terms. You must be registered, hold a number up as you're going through the process of bidding. The highest approved bidder is the buyer, subject to the reserve price and the seller's approval. Seller may bid either personally or by representative. Bidder wants the ability to enter and complete the contract of sale in accordance with its terms. Any person bidding on behalf of another person must provide the auctioneer with a copy of their written authority prior to the auction, otherwise the bidder will be taken to be acting on their own behalf. The auctioneer has the discretion to refuse to accept any bid that's not in the best interest of the owner, and the decision of the auctioneer is final in all matters relating to the auction. Without affecting the above, if there is a dispute over a bid, the auctioneer may reopen the auction at the prior to bid, ladies and gentlemen. And again, just be aware that I am the sole arbitrator on this particular case. And as we go through the last part, I request for 5%. 5% is fine, but it is payable by today if you've got a checkbook, or payable by the second business day, which will be Tuesday afternoon, 5 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, the last part of it is, of course, the settlement period. It is the 3rd of December. That's the settlement period, and the seller and buyer agree to sign all documents, do everything else necessary to transfer the property to the buyer. Each appoint myself, the auctioneer, to sign on their behalf. That appointment is non-revocable. If the buyer does not pay the deposit at the seller's option, the result of the auction treated is invalid, and the property may be resubmitted to public auction at the risk and expense of that buyer, or the seller may affirm the contract of sale and pursue their legal and other remedies against the buyer as they see fit. Ladies and gentlemen, terms and conditions over. A big thank you for Yasmin registering the parties as we went through the process here. Connell will be going around talking to relevant parties, and of course Michael's here as well, and Brendan, thank you so much for being here. Brendan's just sold one yesterday, went unconditional for 2.275. Sorry? Oh, it was Michael, my apologies. Michael, well done. Well, yeah, you're trying to sell his car, so so there you go. So again, that was 2.275, I believe, in Koala Park, Michael? Yeah, that's right. Yep, good stuff. Here we are at 14 Rud Street, ladies and gentlemen. Elevated position, no doubt about it. Absolutely beautiful views through here. Where do you get a property that backs onto a national park land as well? And of course, the situation here is so elevated, absolutely amazing opportunity for whoever is wanting to look at this. The property itself, 3 or 4 bedroom, obviously needing a lot of work, but I think in general terms, as I said before, most people are looking at obviously land value only. We do have a situation here, ladies and gentlemen, where the property itself is unique. There is no doubt. We've got a couple other properties up here, but as Connell said, and I've actually been auctioning around here for 22 years, interesting, I think I've only been in this part of the hill area here about twice or 3 times. This will be the 3rd time, I'm sure. So again, a unique opportunity for parties here in this area. Ladies and gentlemen, iconic beach area, absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to go on and on about the area. You all know what the lifestyle is here, but you're going to buy into a great lifestyle. There is no doubt about it. So without further ado, I'm simply going to call it over to you, ladies and gentlemen, and it is just a matter, put the hand up, yell out as you go through the process. We are here to help you. I totally believe, and I've talked to Connell about this many a time before, our job is a very humble job, just bringing buyers and sellers together, and that's what it's all about. So away we go, looking for an opening bid. Something fair and reasonable, ladies and gentlemen? 1 2's away we go. 1 2's the bid. At 1. At number 1, there it is. 1 2. 1 2 bidding on behalf of another party. 1 2, ladies and gentlemen. 1 4, surely it's got to be there. At 1 4, surely it's got to be there, ladies and gentlemen. It's your opportunity right now. At 1 2's the bid. At 1 2, ladies and gentlemen. Again, opportunity knocking here, and that won't buy it, but I do appreciate the bid. Thank you so much for coming in. At 1 2. At 1 2, ladies and gentlemen. Opportunity knocking here for where it is. Absolutely superb situation. Got the phone bidder as well that we've got here registered during the week and been here only yesterday, I believe, and here to be able to buy under auction terms. We've got the other parties here as well. You've got to show your hand, ladies and gentlemen. 1 2's the bid. At 1 2. 1 2, ladies and gentlemen. Again, your opportunity right here and now to be able to buy your future. That's what it's all about. Opportunity here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at what you've got here. James Street just down the road there. Car coming, folks. Just be aware of it. Come through, folks. Come through if you're wanting to. Again, 1 2's the bid. At 1 2, ladies and gentlemen, again going down to all your restaurants, whichever you like to do, of course, and not forgetting the iconic situation that you've got down there. Absolutely fabulous with the beach. The beach itself, and always a hive of activity, or summer, winter, beautiful views, no matter if it's overcast like today or clear. Absolutely fantastic. Tullabudgera Creek right behind you there, and a wonderful opportunity for you here. And here it is, 1 2. 1 2, moving it along, ladies and gentlemen. It's got to be there. And at 1 2, I call for the 1 4. I'm going to use the auctioneer's bid at 1 4. At 1 4. At 1 4, ladies and gentlemen. It's with me on behalf of the owner. 1 4's the bid. At 1 4, ladies and gentlemen, moving it along. At 1 4, ladies and gentlemen, moving it along. We're not permitted to sell it at that. At 1 4. At 1 4, ladies and gentlemen, here to be able to move it along. At 1 4, we'll end up with an auction after the auction if people don't start putting their hand up. We're here to help. Here to help right now. 1 4. 1 4, ladies and gentlemen, again. Connell just going, asking the question. At 1 4. At 1 4, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to obviously head up a bit higher than this, ladies and gentlemen, particularly when you've got 1 450, I'll go with it, thank you. 1 450, number 1 coming back into the arena. 1 450. 1 450, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. At 1, what have we got? 1 5, thank you. Just the number, please. Just, you are registered. Number, thank you. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1 5's the bid. It's against 1. 1 5. 1 5. Other parties registered here as well. At 1 5. At 1 5, do we go the 6? 1 6. Surely it's got to be there, ladies and gentlemen. Moving along. At 1 6. Surely it's got to be there, ladies and gentlemen. 1 5 is the bid. And here we are, negotiating under auction terms. At once. At 1 5. 1 5 5. Thank you. 1 5 5. Another 50,000. 1 5 5. 1 6. 1 6. Let's go. 1 6 is the bid. At 1 6 5, surely it's got to be there. 1 6 5. 1 6 is the bid. 1 6 5. 1 7 will do. 1 6. 1 6. At 1 6. Thank you for the bidding. At 1 6, ladies and gentlemen. At 1 6 now. Calling it up. Once at 1 6. Twice at 1 6. Doesn't quite make sense when I've sold one under the hammer for 1 8 with no views on the other side of the highway. 1 6. We will deal with registered bidders right afterward, but also conditional bidders if need be. Not on the market. Not on the market. 1 6 is the bid. Again, happy to work with the parties here. Again, doesn't make sense at 1 8 for a block of land similar size on the other side of the highway. So here we are, 1 6. We are closer to it though. The question was asked, is it on the market? That means, has it hit reserve price? The answer is no, but we aren't far away. We're a lot closer now than what we were before, that's for sure. 1 6. 1 6 and still negotiating. Connell's just on there talking. Connell, we just need an answer there, mate. All right, 1 6. 1 6 it is still. And at 1 6, 1 6 5 if you want to go that way. 1 6. Still holding it, ladies and gentlemen. This is big business for both buyer and seller here. There is no denying it. That's all right. We've got the parties afterwards. We'll be dealing with all parties, all comers. Remembering, under Queensland law, if the auctioneer passes the property in, the highest bidder does not have first right of refusal. Once it's passed in, it goes back on the market for sale, and anyone can put an offer in, and we, by law, must put it forward. So just recalling that. New South Wales, Victoria, slightly different. Whoever's the highest bidder has that first right of being able to negotiate, but that's not the case here. 1 6 is the bid. 1 6 and still negotiating, folks, as we do it. Now back in with the owners, so just bear with us as we do this. 70 years in the making this property. It's 70 years, ladies and gentlemen, again. First time offered, 1.6. And at 1.6, ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, not prepared to sell it unless we have different instructions. We're here to work with it, negotiating as we do. Working with the property in the marketplace, ladies and gentlemen, seeing what's happening out there. I've just got the word the next auction I've got to do at another hour's time has just been sold, so that one's gone. I've also got word that a one at 3 o'clock may be sold as well. So here to negotiate. Yep, sure. Excuse me, folks. An auctioneer's bid again, which I am allowed to do, and that auctioneer's bid is 185. 185. Buying over that, if you're negotiating over that, we'll see what we can do and see if we can get this on the market. We are so close at that. We've closed the gap a lot. 185 is my bid on behalf of the owners, setting the plan to be able to negotiate. Otherwise, we will simply pass the property in because we do have parties higher than that. Not a lot higher. We are so close. 1.9, thank you. So. That's a bit of an arsey one. 1.9's the bid. 1.9. We've still got other parties here too. 1.9. At 1.9, ladies and gentlemen. At 1.9 at once. Happy to pass this in if we need to, because again, we've got parties ready to pen to paper, one contract already signed, we're ready to go. I can't help you any more than this. We are here to do it with the registered bidders. If not, we'll just simply hold it up and move on to the next phase of this. 1.9 at twice. 1.9, third and final call at 1.9. What do we do? Need an answer there one way or the other, just yes or no. Your opportunity right now. 1.9's the bid. At 1.9, absolutely ultimate buying, no doubt about it. Look at the position, look at where you are, needing the answer there. 1.9, still there, I'm holding it. I need an answer there. You still are on the phone there, so bear with us. Sometimes it is incredibly difficult for the party on the other end of the phone because 9 times out of 10, they're talking to someone else as well. I know it'd be on loudspeaker, but they'd be talking, conversing. What do we do? Just that little bit more. Don't miss out. Again, Connell, if we can get that bid, again asking the question, Condoleezza, with the highest bidder as well. We're here to negotiate right now. Right now. 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes. price, so we've had a change in price. But again, I can't put it on the market. It's just a wee bit, and I'm talking about a wee bit below the reserve, and we can't get the other person who's up in Cooktown. And that both parties have got to say yes, obviously, in this situation. We cannot sell it under what the reserve price, or it's actually not even the reserve price. We've actually got a refer to price, which they have said they would take. So the reserve is even a little bit higher, but we're now dealing with what we call the refer to price, which they've said they will take. So we are so close. Just bear with us as we look at this.
I've got two.
Oh, sorry, did that fall down? Righto, some excitement in the air.
Alice, you want to call that out for us? 2 million?
2 million, ladies and gentlemen. At $2 million, ladies and gentlemen, we've negotiated with the parties now at the $2 million and the accepted price. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the market, playing for keeps. We are selling at $2 million. I'm going to call it up at once at $2 million. Ed, what do we do? At twice. I thought you were better than this, Ed.
What are we going to do, Alice?
You've done a good job, mate. You've done a good job. We understand you're dealing with a party on the phone, and we understand that totally. So it's once, twice, third and final, all said, all done at $2 million. Just a shake of the head, Ed, please. Yes or no? No. Thank you. Sold.
Fantastic. Well done, Alistair. Fantastic. Thank you, Colin Banks. Thank you. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Under them is good, mate.
Some days, normally I go to auctions and they're not so good for me.
Pretty unique situation. Ed, thanks so much, mate. Thank you. Rest of you folks have a really good weekend. Appreciate you all waiting for us as we went through that. But as I have said before, this is really high business for both buyer and seller, and it does come down to obviously an emotional situation as well. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you.